Students and administrators from Penns Manor schools and elementary principal Dave Grimaldi. So you're going to have to lean down for this one. You brought a bunch of kindergarten students with you.
Todd. Yeah, I can bend over for a little bit here. Yeah, we brought a busload of kids this morning. This morning we have 4 kindergarten students. We have Luke Dolges, Grace Horn, Isabella Cooper, and Carissa King. They've been learning nursery rhymes, and they've memorized nursery rhymes, something we've got away from in recent years. And this year, our kindergarten teachers went to a conference in Harrisburg and decided to bring it back. And they brought it back with a vengeance. Our students are doing an excellent job, so I wanted to bring them here this morning to show off their nursery rhymes.
That's a great choice. So as each of you steps up to the microphone, just so people know who's talking, go ahead and tell us your name, and we'll understand that you're all in kindergarten.
Luke.
You're Luke. Luke Dolges. Isn't that your mom standing right there? It is. Your mom's the high school principal. Okay, Luke, you have a nursery rhyme for us? Go ahead.
The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
Yes. All right. Nice job by Luke. Now all the others have to measure up to that. Guess who's next? You are. Okay, what's your name? You already said it? I missed it. Michelle, maybe
Grace.
you could... there you go. Maybe you could put that microphone down just a little bit more for her. There we go. Okay, Grace, go ahead.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Yeah, I remember that one. It was one of my favorites when I was a kid. And on the other microphone this morning, good morning.
Good morning.
What is your name?
Izzy.
Izzy? Wow, I love your name. Okay, Izzy, what you got? What's your nursery rhyme?
Old Mother Hubbard.
Okay, that's a big long one. Go ahead.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the cupboard was bare, and so the poor dog had none.
Wow. I remember that one, too. They're all coming back to me. It's amazing. Thank you, Izzy. And next.
Carissa King.
Hi, Carissa. What's your nursery rhyme?
Little Miss Muffet.
Okay, go ahead.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her courage and whey. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away.
Beautiful. Wonderful job by all of you. Now, how many of you have ever eaten curds or whey? None of you. None of you. Well, it's a good thing you haven't. They're not really very tasty. But a nice job there by the kindergarten students. I don't think we've ever had kindergarten students. Mr.
It's a
Grimaldi.
first, Todd, but they were doing such a good job with their nursery rhymes, I figured we needed to reward them and bring them to the radio station to show off their talents.
Well, yeah, absolutely, in that way that everybody gets a chance to hear them. All right, let's move up to the senior high. It's going to be hard to match up to what we just heard, but maybe Michelle Dolges, you could get this segment rolling with the senior high. What's the play again?
Absolutely. I brought with me Autumn Raphael, A.J. Schultz, and Paige Smith, and they were all participated in our musical Willie Wonka.
Okay.
So our musical was end of March, beginning of April, that first weekend, and they did a fantastic job.
Terrific. Well, let's learn about it. And so folks can tell whose voice belongs to whom. Go ahead and introduce yourself again.
Hi, my name's Autumn Raphael, and I played Mrs. Gloop.
With an accent. I like it.
Hi, I'm AJ Schultz, and I played Mike TV.
Mike TV?
Mike TV.
Cool.
My name is Paige Smith, and I played Charlie.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about the play. It was over how many days? How many performances?
It was 3 performances. We had a Thursday night, a Friday night, and a Saturday night show.
Uh-huh. And the crowds, I assume, were really, really good.
The crowds this year were actually record-breaking for us. We had over 1,000 ticket sales, which is a first since 2009.
Mm-hmm. Was the play a musical?
It was Willie Wonka the Musical.
Okay, Willie Wonka the Musical. All right. Well, you played Willie.
I played Charlie.
You played Charlie. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You said that because I was here at the time. I remember. What was it like for you?
It was my first big role, so it was something quite remarkable for me. I enjoyed it very much, and I like to sing, so it was a good experience for me.
Yeah. Who was the director?
Her name is Anna Kerner. She is She graduated from Penns Manor in 2012 or 13, so she's very young.
Wow.
This was her first year directing for us, so she did a very good job. We were all kind of nervous, I think, to have a new director this year, but it went very well. She was able to control us, she was able to guide us and give us good pointers and tips.
Terrific. Autumn, let's talk about your role.
So I was the German lady who had my kid fall into the chocolate river.
Hate when that happens.
It's so bad. He had a cold that day, so he sneezed and he fell in the chocolate river.
Uh-huh.
I think it was a lot of fun because I had to learn how to speak in a German accent. But it just...
Did you have to sing in a German accent too?
I did.
Oh.
I did.
And you were able to do that?
Yeah. A lot of people came up to me and said that their favorite song was "I Eat More," because we did a lot of dancing. We sang. Tyreek Johnston, who played Augustus, he death dropped and made the crowd laugh. It was just a funny show all around.
It sounds like it really was fun. Tell me about the rehearsals. Did everything come together? Because this sounds like it could be a complicated thing. Everything come together at once, or did it take a little bit of building into it?
Well, we had to stop ourselves from laughing so much because it was pretty hysterical. There was a lot of videotaping just our scene because a lot of people were laughing about it. So
yeah, but it was a great experience. Mm-hmm. AJ, is it AJ? Is that right? All right. Well, let's talk about your role.
So with being Mike TV, you have to learn how to actually use electronics, and all you want to do is use electronics and not go to school.
Uh-huh.
So with my role, it was pretty easy because that's basically what I do. And while doing,
she is taking notes over here, the principal of the school, by the way.
And while doing my role, I had the flu. It was real fun.
Oh, yeah.
I would come off from every scene and act like I was dying because I was.
So a little delirium into your role?
Dizzy, falling over.
Yeah.
The usual.
Just adds to the comedic value. Terrific. You should have been the one that fell into the chocolate river. Is it the chocolate river?
Yep.
Okay.
Also, it was my first big role, and my previous shows, they were somewhat big roles, but this play was actually my favorite because it was pretty remarkable.
Yeah. Yeah. What year are you in?
I'm in 9th grade.
Okay. And Autumn?
I'm in 9th grade too.
And Paige?
I'm in 11th grade.
Okay. So you had to bring along these rookies, huh? Uh-huh. Well, it just sounds like it was a wonderful, wonderful time for you all. I'm glad everybody turned out to see it. I assume that you were at the show, Mrs. Dolges?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
My son Luke and I actually went.
Uh-huh.
We go every year, and it's something that he really looks forward to, and I look forward to as well. I always get a kick out of, I always say at the end of the show, I don't know how they remember all those lines, but they're always funny, and I am really proud of the kids at how much they can remember and how well that they do, and how brave they are to get up there and sing in front of everybody, and they do a fantastic job.
And a first-time director who was a Penns Manor graduate, that must make you proud, too.
Yes, she did a very good job. I was very pleased, and like they said, the crowds this year were great, and they had a ton of people, and it was just a great show and a great weekend, and they definitely did Penns Manor proud.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm glad that we were able to hear about it after the fact. We tried to make it happen before the fact, and we just couldn't get everything arranged to get you in here on time, but it sounds like you did okay without us.
Yeah, they did very well.
Well, thank you all for coming in. We appreciate that very much. We're about, let's say 3.5 minutes away from the top of the hour. Mr. Grimaldi, Mrs. Dolges, what do we have coming up at the school? Because we know prom season's on the way and all of those wonderful things.
Well, today actually at the school we have a dodgeball tournament. Mm-hmm. Our SAD organization sponsors a dodgeball tournament, so it's usually a pretty big time at the school. Everybody looks forward to the dodgeball day. Coming up, we do have prom May 12th, so we're getting ready for that, and we're in the middle of testing. We had PSSA, English Language Arts last week, and we have math and science coming up after Easter break, and then we'll be rolling at the high school into the Keystone exams.
There you go. And Mr. Grimaldi, what's happening in the elementary land?
Same thing as far as testing goes. We've done the ELA, the PSSA ELA. After Easter break here, we'll do the math and science. Towards the end of the year, we've got lots of fun things coming up, lots of grade levels going on a field trip. Our kindergarten students are actually going to the Pittsburgh Zoo here in a few weeks. Also, we have the Luau, which is the big event at the end of the year coming up. So we're off and running, and the end of the year is coming very shortly.
Terrific. Well, thank you all for coming in today. We appreciate it.
All right. Thanks for having us.
It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. It's AM 1160 WCCS, 101.1 FM.